What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Atlanteuropa AI only battle. It's going pretty well, although it crashed when loading, so that isn't going well, but I shouldn't have told you that. Now everyone's going to panic. Hopefully it won't happen again. We'll do like a 3 strikes and you're out. If it happens like 3 times for the same game, then that'll probably have to be it. Or I can try the auto saves as well from previously, but if it's crashing on loading, like, there's no way to tell. Like, if it crashes in game, you can see what civ it was on when it crashes, but you can't if it's not in game. That's just everything, which is an issue. But hopefully it was just like a one-off thing, happens occasionally. Maybe there was an update or something that messed around with it a bit. But yeah, hopefully it's fine now. If I suddenly or sound distracted this episode, I lost a spider in my room, so it's probably turned up or I'm looking for it. So yeah, there you go. That's what the long pauses are today, or the causes of them. But there's plenty going on in here to keep me occupied, so as long as it doesn't run over my hand, hopefully we'll be fine. It wasn't too big, but you know, I would rather not have it running around. Just say, I don't know where Lithuania is going. They're on a mission. Probably going to France. Okay, there was a joke in there somewhere, but it's gone. Alright. Russia looking pretty strong as normal. Poland's recovered, although they don't look as strong. Like, they're probably similar to Russia, they just don't look as good because they have a lot more land, and that is obviously can be quite misleading in Civ. I mean, Greece looks huge on the minimap. They don't actually look that big compared to, say, Poland. When I think about it now, the big square thing was in the way. It's not even a square. I don't know what the shape is. Can't remember. Trapezium, upside down. But there's just plenty of armies all over the place, which is kind of interesting, but it means not much is going to happen, because obviously they're all in pretty useless places. Like, the Netherlands is not going to do much with this army being here in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty unlikely to get anything done. But we'll see. Maybe something else can happen. Sorry, that was definitely not the spider. Mali pieced out with Russia, and Mercuria. That's a huge peace deal. That is era defining. Egypt with another city. They are settling in the Mediterranean basin, as we've settled on calling it now. I've settled on calling it. In the grassland. I think someone was asking where the jungle came from, and I wasn't exactly sure what you meant, but I think if you're asking where these tiles, I think they were islands. Yeah, this was definitely an island, and maybe this was the coast, but I'm pretty sure this was an island as well. So that's where the forest in the middle of the sea comes from. If you do see any tiles like that, this is obviously Italy, and then yeah, it's the coast. Like, this is Crete, I think, and Cyprus. I don't know. Oh no, this is Cyprus. These are Greek islands. So that's what they are. Anyone was wondering. Did I miss something? No, I don't think we did. I think we've seen it all here. That's good. Didn't miss anything. Babylon's still doing okay. I mean, they're kind of spread out, but I think they could do well. Maybe they take Azure off Armenia, then they'd be looking pretty strong, actually. Wouldn't want to mess with them. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what they get up to. I mean, the Ottomans had a bad start. They lost a few... Well, they had a good start, sorry. They lost a bit of it. But they're definitely not out of this yet. They're still looking pretty strong. I mean, they don't control all of Turkey, which sucks for them, but there's plenty of time. Won't rule them out of it yet. I don't think anyone's running away with it, although we won't know till we look at the info addicts in 25 turns, which will probably be 3 more episodes. Maybe like in the 4th episode is when we'll look at it, which sounds like a long time, but it's not. It's like a week. Okay, okay, that made it worse. What have I done? Oh no. Portuguese Iceland. They settled 2 cities and they still have not got access to the 1 luxury. That's going to be helping their happiness. Luckily, neither of those cities have a huge population. They're not too worried. They're doing fine. UK and Ireland. Is there no cities under siege? Spain's just about clinging on. They might start to struggle in a minute. Once the Guarantees really focus on Madrid. That would be bad if Madrid fell. Apart from that, everyone's just waltzing around. The Netherlands attacking the Goths. Who knows why they're doing that? Completely random, that one. Maybe that's what Lithuania's up to. Maybe they're going to defend them. There is just so many people inside Venice's territory. Don't even ask. It's a mess. Let's just not look. Better to not look, I guess. We'll see what happens. We will see. No one pushing out this way just yet. Russia has just settled though. And so have the Khazar. And Novgorod's about to join them. So it's about to get very interesting. If they start trying to grab up all this land. This Russian city's going to grab them some. This is going to sort of cut off the Huns' growth. Could be quite interesting. How this situation develops. Greatest Pythagoras' list of tourism. Sure, that was his greatest contribution to society. Berlin is the most visited city, twice as much as all these other ones. Venice, Madrid, Moscow, Gao, Constanza, Rome, Vienna and Marrakesh. And that sounds, some of those you imagine in Europe probably are the most visited. You can see Berlin, Moscow, Venice, Madrid, Rome, Vienna, and I mean Marrakesh isn't in Europe, but still, you can count it. I mean, just these two, the Huns. I don't think Attila's court is currently a real place. I'm sure it's a real city now, just with a different name. And Constanza as well, probably is a real city somewhere, but with a different name maybe. Who knows? That's probably what it is. We will sleep comfortably in that knowledge. It's all safe. Unlike me, if I don't find this spider, I will not be sleeping comfortably. Be a sad, sad time. Very, very much awake. The Songhai, no idea where they're going. We've had enough time for me to justify checking. Oh, let's have a look at score. I know it's not super important in this one. We used it a lot in the last one because I didn't have the informatics, but let's just have a look anyway. It might give us a better idea of actually who's winning. So the Songhai is just winning with 613. Then it's Egypt on 605, so very close. Poland in third at 590. Novgorod just behind then in fourth. Khazar in fifth. Greece, thank goodness, there's a couple of main, traditional Europeans in there, Greece and Poland. It's not all the outskirts civs that normally win on this map. Greece is up there. Germany is up there. Okay, score. And then after that, I don't think the score is particularly reliable. Venice is in 8th place. 9th place, sorry. There you go. Good job, Venice. Ahead of the Garamantes and the Huns and Russia. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of a stretch to push for that storyline. that might be a bit too far, I'm afraid. Mali, they're doing interesting because they're strong enough to... If they went after the Songhai right now, it'd be so interesting. And they've just grabbed another city along this river, as you'd expect from them. Probably a good move. Probably. Russia with the Globe Theatre. Nice. Spain. Okay, Spain is probably just about going to be fine. Although France is now helping. Or not. I can't tell where the Garamantes are going at this point. Don't think anyone can. This has been a crazy, weird game so far. And there's so long to go as well. Obviously. Portugal must be... I don't know how the UK is doing so bad for science. Because Portugal must be... I mean, they only have 3 cities. And they have been in the deep sea now for a very long time. Get it? With nows. That's how you say it. Although that said, the UK is now here. But actually, caravels... no, I think... Yeah, Portugal must have still been there. Actually, I don't know. Those boats might be early. Maybe Portugal gets early access. Maybe I've made a mistake. But I don't think so. I thought the nows replaced frigates. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, the UK was still miles behind, no matter what the cause. So let's not over credit them. Just leave them as they are. See what Germany's up to, because they are having an interesting game here. First time in a while, they might be able to do well and do it by themselves. That's pretty important, because obviously they did okay in the last one. They were teamed up with Austria, not Poland. Teamed up with Austria, Poland to sort of ruin their party. That Poland-Russia team was a scary team. If you did not want those two civs teamed up in the future. has been noted, if we ever go back to that. Novgorod now has 2 settlers, so it looks like a race for all this land is going to begin. Although no one else is currently looking for it. The Huns definitely, look at the size of all these. Although Russia's pretty big too. It's going to be interesting. I think someone's got to come out on top, right? There's not just going to be 4 civs that all are really strong. At least I don't see that as being that likely. Also, all of Finland is still open. I mean, maybe Lithuania is scared, but they probably should have taken that by now. They're sort of ruining their chances, but you know, Lithuania, they've hardly been the model for best civ in the world this game, have they? The quicker their fake settlers die and this game ends for them, might be the better. This is actually a real... No, it's not. We just keep being trolled. We're looking for triangles. Why is there so many different unit shapes? There's 4 in total. Nope, 5. There is, what, caravans or trade units. There is the crossbowmen in defensive mode. There's the embarked units, which is different. There is then the triangle for traders. So there's 3 different types for land units, 1 for trade units, 1 for civilian units, I assume. I don't know if builders, I think builders and settlers have the same. Yeah, they do. And I can't remember if great people have their own one. No, they don't. I think it might be a little bit bigger. No, I think it's the same. And I think that's it. Some of them, there are some weird ones. I don't think they are actually different. It just kind of, the picture is like an illusion. Makes it look a bit different. Go on, Venice. Attacking Rome. This could be interesting. Who is helping you? Armenia, yeah. Novgorod, yeah. They're pretty strong, but they're not nearby. The Garamantes. Okay, well that is an issue, but the Garamantes have disappeared. In fact, their army is over here and pretty much dead. So even they can't help you. So you're relying on the Goths, and sadly, that's not going to work too well. Embargo city-states, embargo Portugal. God, Poland already trying to get rid of people. Who gave the vote to the strongest civ in the world? Who thought that was a fair idea? Okay, things got a bit worse for Rome then. Arabia doesn't matter. Even Egypt probably doesn't matter. They've sent a few things. It looks like the Songhai has open borders, so they wouldn't declare war. But once that ends, that might change. Oh no. Poor Rome. France is here, but they're a bit far away. The Netherlands are here, actually. Kind of. So that's going to be annoying for them. Probably not enough to take cities, but we'll kill some units along the way. Austria as well. That is a killer blow. Maybe if Germany gets in, I don't know, this could be it for Portugal. It's not looking good for Rome. It doesn't look like it's going to be too long till maybe the Songhai, once the open borders expires, just hops on in there and Rome collapses. And that's not something you normally see in these games. I mean, Rome either does okay and holds on to it till the late game when someone crosses the Mediterranean and kills them, or they just don't really do very much at all from the beginning and they die. But this was like a mixed game, you know, 4 cities, not doing too badly, and now they're probably going to still lose. And yeah, there you go. Not a good time. As I look in, there is Novgorod's second of their settlers going down to continue to add this land. Is it going to pressure? Okay, yeah, Russia now has 2 settlers. I think a race is going to begin. The Huns still have none. They're still not opting for it. They're focusing on science, and having Gatling guns is significant because that is miles ahead of anyone else we've seen on the map in terms of units. Musket men. The most advanced unit. Musket men are the most advanced unit apart from them. Most people don't even have... Well, I guess musketeers are the most advanced if you think about it, because they're better than musket men. But still, for anyone, I don't think anyone else has got Gatling guns, is what I'm trying to say. Say what you want, the Garamantes are actually going to lose this city to Rome. If Rome could survive all of this, they might come out of it, weirdly, with just a giant version of Italy. Like the bootleg here, the big little bit that sticks out here, up to here. Ignore this city. That would be really weird. And yeah, it might happen. Might just happen. That would be pretty weird. 20 turns. Till turn 200. We never found out where the Songhai were going. They sort of stopped here and just stood here, so I assume nowhere. Don't know what they're up to. They obviously just feel really safe. Really trusting of Mali. But that's going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well. Where are you going, Russia? Where did the other settler go? There's one there. There was two. Literally one turn ago. How? Oh, there it is. It was hidden behind the caravan. There we go. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.